day. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. Los Angeles Rams taking on Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader, and that's Brock Purdy.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, Purdy. Got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing here, Purdy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in this.
Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there, and just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule.
And that to the 30. It'll be second down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
Dancing to his left. This one caught by Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, it's Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Elijah Mitchell with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And he's out of bounds on the return on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1.
They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Atwell.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Elijah Mitchell ready to get back to work with the rest of the 49er offense.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Play action. Now Purdy.
They'll roll him out right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that is incomplete.
These Rams and Niners met 3 times a season ago. The Niners had the Rams number in the regular season, winning 31-10 in Santa Clara, and then again 27-24 in overtime in the season's final week. But the Rams got the last laugh in the NFC Championship game with that 20-17 victory.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And, boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the second quarter. Jimmy Garoppolo has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Robert Woods, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Kirk Cousins, terrific in the win, and a much-needed win at that, as it is indeed their first on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Well, some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. From the 38, Stafford got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Here's Stafford. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Now Gold for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he's got room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Going right back to Akers.
That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing is Stafford.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he? And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Azeez Al-Shaair
drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll get 34 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Here's Purdy.
Being chased out left. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Brock Purdy
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
Gold with the extra point, and it is 28-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford, throw left side, complete to Kupp. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Stafford.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Jason Verrett. The 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
It's taken on the 25. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big...
Touchdown! George Kittle, 71 yards.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Gold with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. To throw is Stafford. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Fielded at the 20. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. First down, here's Mitchell. And some room to maneuver. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 92 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And some space here. There he goes left side. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
The toss left side for Mitchell.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, They seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Gold to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for San Francisco,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon.